皆さん、こんにちは。What's up? Today, I am going over the grammar and some expressions that are related to lesson 14 on the Marugoto 教科書, the beginner level. Okay, so let's get started. So let's look at this word, machi. Machi. That is a main theme for this whole lesson 13 as well as this current lesson 14, the new one. Okay, machi. Do you remember what that means? That's right. Machi is in Japanese means town. And certain countries, towns are different from what typical towns would look like in Japan. This is a screenshot from some, kind of a fake town, but things that you can see here can be seen in a typical town in Japan. So they have supermarket. This looks like a school, and this is like the convenience store. It says 24. And I'm assuming this is a hospital. It's like a kind of a red cross, but it's green. And this one has fire kanji. That means it's a fire station. And they have a randomly dorayaki Japanese sweet store. There's a pharmacy. Kusuri means drug or pharmaceutical. So it's pharmacy. And this looks like some kind of a factory because there's smoke coming out of this chimney. And this looks like a little cute train. So this has to be train station. Right next to the train station, there's koban, that is a police box. And on this side, they have cafe. And I'm assuming this is like a pet store because there's a fish on it. And there's a hot dog, I guess some kind of a restaurant. And there's a shoe repair store. And you can kind of fairly see kojo, that means factory. There's donut shop, and there are some houses and condominium or library. That's kind of cool, and bookstore. There are tons of cute fake buildings, as you can see. So we are going to learn some of the landmarks, and we're going to also learn how to kind of describe where you're at, or you're going to be finding each other. Let's say you're meeting up with your friend and you want to describe, oh, I'm next to the supermarket, or I'm in front of the convenience store. So meet me, in front of the train station, and that kind of stuff. Let's get started. Before we begin, I just want to review there were two different kinds of adjective. Do you remember that? So we just kind of nicknamed it E adjective. Guys, E adjective 100%. There's no exception that always ends with an I, hiragana I. Na adjective is somewhat little tricky. Most of the na adjective ends with something other than I, but there are some exceptions. So let's look at the both groups adjective that we learned so far. And the red letter font that are listed here are the new ones that you're going to master for this lesson, which means E adjective, you already know a lot. If you see any of these kanji or adjective that you're like, what the heck is that? That means you need to go back and review your vocabulary knowledge. All right. So let's look at this. Oki, chisai, oishii, mazui. You might want to repeat after me or shadow after me. I'm going really fast. So yasui, akarui, atarashi. Remember this kanji? It's a really tricky one. Kurai, furui, hiroi, semai, isogashii, osoi, hayai. Chikai means near, close by. Toi means far away, because you're going to try to describe your distance from certain location, certain landmark, okay? Amai, we already know. Kitanai means dirty or messy. Yeah. Okay. And this is an adjective. 好き. So this is like the typical adjective ending with something other than e. But remember this? 嫌い sounds like an e adjective, but this is not an e adjective. It's one of those fakers. Na adjective. 大丈夫 all right. ダメ not all right. It's not good. 便利 convenient. 不便 inconvenient. 有名 this is another e ending faker adjective. That means famous. きれい きれい is pretty or clean. So きれい is opposite antonym will be 汚い. Okay? When you're talking about describing how tidy your room is or place is, then 汚い will be your messy room, for instance. 静か quiet. 賑やか is bustling, busy street. Busy in terms of schedule was 忙しい. So don't get mixed up. All right. So these are the review words and added new adjective words that you are going to master. Now, once again, e adjective. Let's say you're trying to say, there's an expensive watch. I really want it. So this is, I'm going to describe how to combine adjective words with a noun. So expensive is a adjective word. Watch is a noun, not the verb watch. Okay, so like your, Apple Watch, one of those things. So expensive, that is 高い. And so how do you do it? It's just simply back to back, put it together. So expensive watch will be 高い時計. There's nothing, you don't take out anything, you just kind of add them, list them back to back. However, na adjective, if you want to combine with the noun to describe something like beautiful girl, na adjective, there is a thing called hidden na. So usually when you list na adjective, it's like, you don't have the na popped up, but you're going to have to kind of take it out of the hidden place and you put it after. So beautiful girl, beautiful or pretty is 綺麗, right? Girl is 女の子. But don't forget, you're going to have to say 綺麗な女の子. That's how the different method, how to combine two words, adjective word and noun. For e adjective, nothing. You just list back to back. Versus na adjective, you're just gonna have to make sure you put the na in front of behind the na adjective word. 綺麗な女の子. So let's just practice a little bit more. 低い. Oh, I forgot to mention 高い is expensive, but as well as tall. That also means like 高い. So 低い is low rise. Okay, so write this down. 低い. Building is 建物. Oh, ビル. Okay, my bad. There is another way, a word that's called 建物, but so 低いビル. This is e adjective, so you don't have to do anything. Now, 有名 and museum was 博物館. Do we need to put anything? Remember, 有名 is one of those fakers, so you need な. The hidden な has to pop up. 有名な博物館, famous museum. 大きい big. Hospital is 病院. So this is an e adjective, so you don't need to do anything. Large hospital, large clinic. What was this kanji? 古い, old. To say old temple, most of the time in Japan is Buddhist temple, so お寺. And this is an e adjective, so you don't need to say anything. Just 古いお寺, old temple. They're everywhere. Now, department store was デパート. And you want to say beautiful department store, like expensive ones that you will see in Tokyo and Osaka. And remember, kire is a faker. So yes, you need the na popping out here. Kire na departo, beautiful department store. So do you understand how to do combining adjective words with the noun now? Now let's practice some more. This is old house. How do we say it? 古い家. This is a train station. Tiny. It's almost like a streetcar type of a station. So, small station is eki, right? So, 小さい駅 is how you describe this. This is a convenience store that you will see in Hawaii too, because the 7-Eleven is a Japanese corporation. Did you know? Now, to say new konbini. Konbini, the katakana word is convenience store. So, new konbini is 新しいコンビニ. Now, this is a typical department store. It has all the banners letting you know what kind of sales or events are happening. And this is a Seibu actual department store to say famous department store. It is a famous department store in Japan called Seibu, and it is Yume na departo. Remember, Yume is a faker. Now, this is an old temple. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Beautiful temple. That is the 綺麗なお寺. And these two words are not adjective, and both of them are faker, ending with the E, but it's a na adjective. Let's look at this old kind of logos from Google. I don't know if this is updated because this was kind of I took a reference from an older posting. I'm pretty sure Google is forever evolving, but it started like this in 1998. I think it could be older than that. And then at one point, there was an exclamation mark. Did you know? I did not know. So Google. To say Google の新しいロゴ. I guess this is 新しいロゴ. 古いロゴです. So, because these are two noun words, you can use と. Yeah? Now, did you know Apple computer started like this? This was kind of a cute one. Yeah, this is Newton waiting under the apple tree to apple to fall. I guess this is description, the depiction of the Apple computer, the first generation, I guess. 古いロゴ. This is これは古いロゴです。これは新しいロゴです。This hasn't been changing at all. Now, let's look at this is actually a review, but I need you to learn this, so make sure you take notes. All right. So to say at certain place, there is something があります. Yeah, like a Hawaii に I don't know, HBA があります, like our school. Waikiki 動物園 is a zoo. So, Waikiki に動物園があります. This is, what does that mean? In Waikiki, there is a zoo. Right? Now, to say certain place, certain things does not exist. Like Kaneohe. That's a kind of a sleepy little town. Some of you live in Kaneohe, but Kaneohe に動物園はありません. Yeah, there is no zoo. Unless your house, you consider that as a zoo. Okay, let's try and practice. So I'm going to just kind of take out this thing. So your town name, yeah, your own machi ni something, adjective with a landmark or item があります. Like this. Hawaii Kai, that's my town, に大きいコストコ コストコ is how you describe Costco in 日本語があります。So this is just an example. So I want you to use adjective with the landmark. So use this, the second one, this is a negative ending. Like this. ハワイ海に韓国のレストランはありません。There is a takeout place for Korean restaurant, but I'm waiting for legitimate Korean restaurant to open up. I don't know whenever that's going to happen or not, but I'm hoping that it will one day because Korean food is awesome. Anyway, so in my town, Hawaii Kai, there is no Korean restaurant. Okay? So I want you to write at least one sentence each. So you're going to review. This is a location of existence ni, and this is a existence ga arimasu, and this is a wa negative arimasen. So make sure you write your town name, ni, and adjective with some kind of a landmark or item or building. Describe that. Now, so this is a kombini. There is nothing else around. And you're going to describe this guy, トランプ。Yeah? トランプさんはどこですか？コンビニのposition にいます。So this is another review words. So remember we learned this in the first semester. 箱 box, 棚 shelf, 家 or うち house, 駅 train station, デパート department store, 銀行 that is a bank, 喫茶店 coffee shop. So this is a reference point because a lot of times, where is someone? Where is something? You're trying to get to a new restaurant or something. Oh, you know where the shopping mall is? It's right next to it. So you want to use a reference point like these. And no, position words. So you're going to say something like, トランプさんは reference point was コンビニ, right? So コンビニの中にいます if he's inside. 後ろにいます if it's behind. 隣 or 横 next to the コンビニ. Or if he's standing right here, you would say 前。コンビニの前にいます。And here's a new word that means nearby. 近くにいます。He may not be visible, but it's nearby. So this is a review sentence, but I want you to understand and say a couple of times. Let's say this. トランプさんはコンビニの中にいます。What's that mean? Make sure you understand. Okay. So トランプさんはオバマさんのYou can say 中 because 中 means inside. So トランプさんはオバマさんの behind 後ろにいます。隣 next to オバマさん。前 in front of or 近く nearby. So let's just say one word, one sentence. トランプさんはオバマさんの後ろにいます。Watch out, Mr. Obama. He's behind.Okay, so same difference. I'm going to describe Starbucks. 日本語 is スタバ。スタバは something の position にあります。Like this. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of explain these new words. 近く nearby, 隣 it's basically the same as 横. And these are new words. 右 means right side. Hidari means left side. So jot this down. To say there's a dog in the box. Remember, 犬は箱の中にいます。Or this is when the focus is in 犬. Where's the 犬? Oh, 犬, he's in the box. Let's say you're just describing what this photo. then you can say 箱の中に in the box, there's a dog. So the focus on the second sentence is this box. So you're describing essentially the same thing. There's a Starbucks inside the airport. The airport word is 空港。空港の中にスタバ。That is how the acronym for Starbucks in 日本語。空港の中にスタバがあります。versus スタバは空港の中にあります。So in the top sentence, for the top sentence, your focus is describing about 空港. So what's in the 空港? Oh yeah, 空港, there's Starbucks. But the second sentence is your focus is Starbucks. Yeah, so you're looking for Starbucks. Where's the Starbucks? You're already in the airport, chances are. Oh, that's inside the airport, not outside. Okay. So that is a kind of so two things you need to know: the no and ni, yeah, and then you need to learn how to combine the adjective and the noun. So those are the two key point takeaways that you need to learn from this video. さよなら。